To the breaking news, and 3 out of the 4 Australian surfers missing in Indonesian waters since Sunday night have been found alive. Steph Weiss, Will Teagle and Jordan Short have been rescued, and we have unconfirmed reports the 4th member of the group, Elliot Foote, may have also been saved. The group was travelling there on a surfing holiday to celebrate Elliot's 30th birthday when the boat hit rough waters and was untraceable since Sunday. Joining us now is reporter Ursula Hager, who's with Elliot Foote's father Peter at Peter's home in Sydney's east. Ursula, what's happening there?
Well, Norelda, it has been an incredibly difficult few hours, an incredibly difficult day for this family. I just want to bring in Pete now to talk to us about the news that he got about half an hour ago. Pete, tell us, what news have you got?
Yeah, well, initially we were told they found Steph floating on a surfboard in the sea, and which was fantastic news. Her father rang me, and he's over the moon, you can imagine, and you know, I was still hopeful and encouraged by that. And then they found the other 2 boys, Will and Jordan, which is awesome, you know, fantastic. They're all bobbing in the water. And apparently, unfortunately, my son paddled off to get help, left the group, floundering in the water, then paddled off to go to a nearby island. And so he's yet to be recovered, but the yachtsman that found them is gone after him. And so I'm expecting a call any time now to confirm that he's found 2. So I know there's talk that they found the 4, but that hasn't been confirmed. That they were sort of looking for Elliot, but expecting to get him.
Talk to us about the rescue that's been underway. This was an Australian honour yacht nearby that came in to help.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we were calling out for, you know, Air Force, helicopters, fixed-wing planes and all kind of things like that. And instead, yeah, it was an old salty that lives there, an expat Aussie. It's got a big catamaran, and he volunteered last night. He came from Monday night, was doing laps of the area, and worked all last night, and then he's been at it since first thing this morning. You know, a lot of the other boys that are there's 8 other boys on the island waiting for their friends, and some of those boys got on too, and they've just been sailing around, and sure enough, this guy was right, exactly where he, you know, predicted they'd be. Found Steph just bobbing there on a surfboard. You know, she's a bit rattled, and you know, as she would be, she'd be a mess. You know, I just can't imagine, you know, barnacles growing off her. But yeah, then they found the other 2. I haven't heard. I don't know what happened to the boat, the remains of the boat, or the 2 Indonesian crew that were driving the boat. So yeah, nothing's confirmed yet, but it's very encouraging. You know, it's great news. So for all of Australia, you know, not just us. I know everyone will be watching and had their fingers crossed, and it must have helped. So yeah, it's looking really good. You know, looking really good.
Elliot is a strong swimmer. He's a strong surfer. They were there to celebrate his birthday.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about the trip and why they went, and a bit about your son?
Yeah, well, it was my idea, unfortunately. So yeah, my idea to send them there. It's a beautiful island. I found it on the internet, you know, Penang Island, private little resort, perfect waves, and, you know, the boys were all so excited to go there, and I was meant to go with them, but I pulled out at the last minute, and he found a substitute, and lucky or I would have been on that boat with him, you know. But yeah, they're all so excited, and they've been there for a while. They got there a week early, and they're at Penang Island for, you know, the next 8 nights. So I hope they stay on and enjoy their time. You know, I'm not going to scream at him to come straight home. He's not like that, you know. He would stay there, and the boys, they'll just get on with their holiday. You know, that's the kind of guys they are. And yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him.
This must have been an awful time for you and your family. Can you talk to us about how difficult it has been, how difficult communications has been? How have you found the help from the Australian government, the Indonesian government?
Yeah, no, the communications has been all right. You know, DFAT's been great. Yeah, and, you know, all us parents communicate together. We're kind of all spaced out. You know, Jordan's dad was in Broome. You know, yeah, Will's father was up in Queensland at the time, you know, and you know, we didn't know what to do, go over there, but what could we do? You know, just be in the way, really. So, yeah, but, you know, it feels horrible. It's just a horrible feeling, you know, like all your insides are empty, you know, can't eat anything, of course. And, yeah, you don't sleep. No, it's traumatic. I wouldn't wish it on any parent, you know. It's, And, you know, these are big kids. You know, they're 30 years old, well, 29 at the moment, but, yeah, you still worry about them. You know, little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems, isn't it? So, yeah, but till the next adventure, we'll see how that goes, you know.
And I understand, obviously, you know, you're still waiting for the news. But
Yeah.
if you do get the news that you're hoping for, will you go over and meet him?
No. There's no need for
way?
that. No, we'll FaceTime each other and I'll just let him get on and enjoy his holiday, you know. Unless he's injured, of course, then I'll have to bolt over. But, you know, fingers crossed he's all right. The others all seem to be okay. Yeah, must be dehydrated, you know. I don't know. Oh, well, I've got to hear all the details. So, but yeah, no, if he wants to come home, you know, I can go get him or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he'll want to stay with his mates. You know, they're all really close and they'll just all put their arms around them and, you know, yeah, no, they'll be fine.
Well, the whole of Australia has their arms around you. Thank you very much for speaking to us today. And
Thanks,
we
Ursula.
are hoping and really hoping for the best for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's hope so. We'll give you some good news soon.
Thank you very much, Pete. Back to you, Nerelda.
Oh, thanks, Ursula. And Peter Foote, we are all hoping you get the news imminently that all 4 of them have been found safe and well.